Good afternoon, guys. This is the number 2 kit of squeakers up. Even though it's about 95 degrees going into late July, I actually just had a peregrine strike. I missed it on video. It was definitely a peregrine. It was low enough I could even see the white on its face. You know, they kind of have that mask marking. And obviously these guys being very, very inexperienced, they just had no clue what the hell hit them. First time they've seen a hawk, it got a cream bar. I'm not sure which one. It was a lighter one. Hit it right up here about where that bird is right now. Hit it quite low and then zoomed off and then turned and actually went that way, which is east, which is rare to see the peregrine strike from that direction and then head east. Usually they head to the northwest out of here. I've talked to a lot of falconers and people who are experts on falcon behavior and whatnot, and they usually tell me to be very watchful of where they go because that's usually where they're nesting. So it's interesting that it went to the east opposed to the normal direction, but I'm pretty sure it's the same peregrine. These guys have actually flown 3 times today as I start training young bird kits. At this age, once they start flying on their own and respond to command and come and go as I want them, I start flying them 3 times a day. And needless to say, I've been pretty fortunate here the last few months. I've only had 1 hawk attack, and probably since late May, so that was surprising. The peregrine just coming out of nowhere and just nabbing one. The squeaker had no chance whatsoever. Didn't know what the hell hit it. Got hit at a low height, and so that's just kind of the way it goes. You know, legally we cannot do anything about it. We have had folks in the past, especially the roller fraternity, who did and were eventually set up by the federal government in this program called Operation High Roller, where they even infiltrated pigeon clubs and pretty much nailed some very, very prominent roller fanciers. Unfortunately, none of them were really in a position to really fight those charges and really make, you know, not that you're going to win, but somebody does need to really make the very strong argument to these agencies that their birds of prey are a nemesis. They are doing a lot of damage to people. You know, and if it was people's dogs and cats, you would have a massive public outcry. But where it's just a bunch of people's pigeons and sometimes their chickens, not much is done. So that's kind of a short update. I was going to do a different video today, but that just happened. I unfortunately did not get it on video. It would have been spectacular video if I would have seen it. The kit birds are doing all right. They're starting to learn how to group up a little bit. You can see them kind of mobbing together now. Like I said, they've flown 3 times. I basically kicked them out and let them sit a bit, and then they went back up, and then they went back up again, and then they went back up again. So they've flown quite a bit today. They've probably got, I don't know, 30 minutes of consecutive flying time, if you know, of kind of an aggregate flying time. Every now and then they're grouping up, but I am surprised to see the peregrine here in the 95-degree weather in the middle of July. Very surprising. Usually we get a little bit of uninterrupted flight time right now, so not a good sign. Hopefully just passing through, but I don't think so. And like I said, definitely a peregrine. Could see the cheek markings and the whole 9 yards. And it was a big hen, probably the same big hen that hunts here all the time. So that is it, guys. Try to keep them flying out there. It's tough.